Welcome back. We're doing another video today. We're doing There She Goes. So last week I did Where's Corey, and in that I mentioned how you should check out Flip the Script, There She Goes, and that's how I do. So I was like, you know what? Let me be a little bit consistent in telling my story, my upbringing, where I'm from, instead of just jumping around to different songs. So I'm gonna do, last week I did Where's Corey? Today is There She Goes. I'll probably do Flip the Script, and then that's how I do. Yeah, I'll probably do it like that. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think, but I'll probably do it like that so you guys can, hear the story in one piece, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. There she goes. This is low key one of those hype songs that I listen to when I'm running, when I'm at the gym, or just need like a little pep in my step for the day. Right away, right away. That's the girl from Miami you admire on the low. That's how the song goes in. Where's she at? Where's she at? There she go. There she go. Who that? That's the girl from Miami we admire on the low. I give props to my pen game in this song. I'm not even gonna lie, because the majority of the songs, including the concept, the style, and the overall vision, it's all me. It's not me telling AI, hey, this is who I am, write a song about me, or create a song about how wonderful God is. Like, no, the majority of my songs, meaning I've already hit, as of today, over 100 songs. I believe I'm already at like 105, 110, but I know for sure it's over 100 because I just released the Nineveh album. That's all me. So I talk about, that's the girl with the sick flow, just so this video doesn't get flagged or anything. Going into verse 1, I talk about how there's a higher power to everything that I do. I'm not just blessed just because, I'm not lucky. I'm not just waking up and just receiving things. Like, no, there's a higher power that's helping me move, that's helping me get things accomplished, that's helping me do these videos, these songs. It's crazy to me how last year, to be exact, April 30th, I was leaving one situation and stepping into this calling full time. And to already be here today, a year and some change, a year later, and be like, for one, I'm about to get my master's. Hey, my master's in finance. I have over 100 songs. I've traveled a little bit. I believe I have 11 books and I have like 3 or 4 more that I need to publish. I created Women Building Legacies. I officially launched the prayer line that I've been in the works with, that I've been wanting to do for so long. We listen, we pray, and just to think about all the things that I've done in one year, it just amazes me. So we move on. The song goes to say, used to doubt me. Now they quote me like scriptures. Still move humble, guided by ancient whispers. The same people. I'm telling you, the same people. This is why when you believe in yourself and when you believe in something, just go for it. The same people that told me my vision was crazy, that the leap of faith that I took last year was crazy, and my vision's not gonna work, and what, like, are the same people now bumping my music, same people now calling me, quoting random songs that I've made, even this song in particular, because most of my friends are from Miami. And it just amazes me. Those people that were once doubting me and like, oh, trying to feed fear into me are the same ones quoting me like they quote scriptures. It amazes me. It just amazes me. And I do my best to stay humble by just knowing that, hey, I didn't do this in my own strength. Like, this was all God made the way, made it even possible for me to do that in just a short period of time, just so many accomplishments in such a short period of time that, it humbles me when I sit back and I think about my testimony. I think about just the entire timeline. I'm like, wow, but just gratitude. It's just a moment of gratitude. From here, the hook repeats, and now we move on to verse 2. Let me tell you, the intro to verse 2 is far, by far, my favorite bar in this entire song. I like the fact that I mentioned I was from Miami, but this bar, oh, I became royalty once I flipped my story into royalties. This path ain't easy, had to war with unseen loyalties. So now let me tell you, instead of me boohoo crying and like feeling sorry for myself and just letting the world beat me up, I turned my story, my experiences, things that I've seen, things that I've seen other people go through, I've heard, just everything that I've experienced in this life, I flipped it into products and services, flipped it into courses, into Facebook communities, into music, like you name it. And that's where I mentioned I became royalty. I became a whole nother level. Once I flipped my story, I started making profit from my story. I flipped it into royalties. I'm not just getting a one-time paycheck or waiting on a paycheck every 2 weeks. Like, no, this is just consistent, consistent, consistent. And this is something for anybody who might be going through anything. Don't let your situation beat you up. Don't worry about why are you going through this. Don't even bother questioning God. Because everything, when I say everything, I mean everything. Everything comes back full circle. There's nothing that you're going through or that you've been through that will be wasted. There's a purpose behind it. There's a, definitely a testimony and a story behind it. But just hang in there, go through the process. We see this in the New Testament, perseverance, all of that. I'm not going to sit here and be preachy. I'll save that for my other YouTube channel. But just go through it because your story is not being wasted. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm a living testimony. I got proof. I got evidence. I got it all. I'm a living testimony that whatever you've been through is not wasted. God is going to repurpose it and use it for his glory. So, yeah. I go on to say, sad to say, the ones I loved were the first to fade. But I mourned with pride, never hid, never swayed. So the people that you least expect are the first ones to be removed. Right before elevation takes place, and I've experienced this multiple times, especially when I'm going into a new season, a new life, just all things new. I've always experienced this. Is the people that you least expect, the people that you thought were the ones that were going to hold you down, be there for you, just, all right, I'm making sure I'm recording, sorry, are always the ones that get removed first. God knows what they're saying behind closed doors. God knows what they're thinking. God knows their heart. I don't question it. I just let it be. But there's a reason why those are usually the first people that get removed from your life. And instead of me, crying, I've mentioned that in the last video and in this video. Instead of me just, being down about it, I've learned to grieve the lost in different ways, especially through my writings and my books. I've learned to grieve the lost and just go with the flow, just go with the process, because there's a reason why those people were removed from my life. And I just try to do it in a way that honors God and glorifies his name, because that's the only way that you can, go through it. I end this verse by saying, Like arms beneath Moses. If you haven't read it, please read. This is in the Old Testament. Like arms beneath Moses, I'm lifted up. A whole bloodline behind me saying, "Don't give up." I have people. I don't want to say a lot because there's also a lot of people that don't believe in what I'm doing, and they're just waiting to see like, okay, what's going on. I want to focus on the people that do believe in me. So I have people that are constantly encouraging me or constantly texting me early in the morning, like, hey, sending me scriptures, sending me, just hugs, little gifs, just encouragement. And these are the peoples that are keeping my hands lifted like they did with Moses. And if you know the story, you know that every time the hands came down, they were losing the war, the battle. But then when his friends came, were lifting the arms up, the army, the soldiers, everybody that was fighting, they were winning. So this is similar to me comparing the story of Moses and how it feels like when people are encouraging you and consistently, lifting me in prayer, you name it, you name it. This is all talking about that. And I even talk about my bloodline because there are people in my family that are supporting me, that are constantly asking me, what song are you dropping next? What's this that you posted? Especially the Spanish speaking people that don't even know what I'm talking about. They're like, what's this? I had my mom call me the other day. I had posted about the Becoming Her, the 5 life coaching sessions. And she's like, what is this that you're promoting now? I can't tell people about your product and your services if I don't know what this is. So I'm just talking about everybody. So that's where I mentioned, a whole bloodline is behind me supporting. If one person wins, then everybody wins, type of deal. And then the song goes into the bridge, the hook repeats again, and yeah, that's there she goes. This song with where's Corey, flip the script. That's how I do like all of these songs together. You'll get an idea of who I am, who I was, what I've been through, a little bit about my family as well, and just my thinking. Yeah, my thinking, my beliefs, what like the core of who I am, like everything that makes me up. These songs are a perfect summary of Corey, of Coraima M. So yeah, when you get a chance, I do recommend listening to them, dissecting the lyrics. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I love answering them, especially when you guys send me emails. I love the emails when you guys are encouraging and saying, "Oh my God, I heard this song. Oh, it just uplifted me today." Like I enjoy reading those. So don't think that they're going unnoticed. I'm trying to get to every email as fast as possible. So yeah, this is There She Goes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next week's.
Where she at? Where she at? There she go. There she go. Who that? Who that?